What is popping, you two? You already know who it is. Today we have ourselves a Predator's Mark Hexo hybrid build, man, based around the Bullfrog exotic assault rifle, aka the FAMAS, which is my favorite gun in every game. Too bad it wasn't that good in this game, but I somehow found a way to make it shred, make it work, man. So without further ado, let's get into the build. As you guys can see, I'm rocking 411,000 DPS, 330 toughness, 114 skill power. It's pretty balanced with 8,900 firearms, 3,000 stamina, 2,600 electronics. Just like I said, the gun I'm going to be using is the Bullfrog Exotic. Just so you guys know, the talents I'm using are deadly, responsive, and uncomplicated. 21k base damage, 21% enemy armor damage. Pretty good roll on it. I love the Bullfrog because of its crazy RPM. It shoots like an MP7 in the assault rifle class. The chest piece I'm using is a Brett's Bulletproof. Of course, this chest is actually still very, very good despite the armor changes. Mine has health and enemy armor damage, rolled for firearms, so it's pretty much God roll. My mask, Predator's Mark mask with crit chance, roll for firearms. My knee pads have health, roll for firearms. If you go into my backpack, specialized backpack, roll for firearms as well with health on it. Savage gloves, because we need crit chance on assault rifles since we don't get the same buff that we get with submachine guns. So try to get as much crit chance as possible. Mine have assault rifle damage, and crit chance, and of course my Predator's Mark holster rolled for health. You could use reload speed if you want to take a full advantage of how fast the FAMAS reloads if you're into that kind of thing. If high toughness isn't your thing and you just want to be able to put out bullets, you can also roll that. So yeah, and just so you guys know the attachments I have on this, since a lot of people know uncomplicated how it works, I have a C970 or C79 scope with crit damage, headshot damage, crit chance, extended mags with rate of fire and reload speed, small grip with crit damage, stability and reload speed, and suppressor with stability and accuracy. Yes, I know these take away damage, but these are the only ones I have that really work for it, and I don't really notice the difference. I've tested it. It's not that big of a difference, so uncomplicated is still a very, very, very good talent. Yeah, so the way this build works, of course, is you're going to be running off of a booster shot. I had sticky bomb on here. Let me change this. And a recon pulse, because you want to be able to get as much damage. The reason I use recon pulse because it comes back faster and it has a 20-meter range difference, so that's pretty good. A lot of people are going to be confused on why I choose the FAMAS over any of the other things like the Lavoa. Like, as you can see, the damage difference is insane. My Lavoa hits for 24.8k, whereas the Bullfrog hits for 21.k. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, it's not worth it. Yes, you're right. The Lavoa or the M4, they do win as far as damage and stuff, but for some reason I'm comfortable with the RPM that the Bullfrog puts out, and it makes a big difference, just like the MP7 did back when it was like the meta. So that's my personal preference. I made this build around my Bullfrog. I didn't make it to be optimal for any other gun. I mean, it works amazing with this too. So if you don't stand the Bullfrog and you don't like the damage it puts out, you can use your trusty old M4s or Lavoas and still have a pretty solid build. Like, as you can see, I brutal, responsive, vicious on this. But yeah, let me go into my character sheet so you guys can see my crit chance is at 11.50%, crit damage 109, headshots 80%, and I have very, very low accuracy and stability mods on there, so it's not taking up too much from uncomplicated. 26.50% enemy armor damage. Who cares about that? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Max health 225 with 31.72% mitigation. So yeah, it's a pretty solid build across the way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to be upset the fact that the Bullfrog is even in the discussion, but I really do enjoy it, and it does shred, man. Don't let the rate of fire fool you. I know it's not that big of a difference on paper, like 850 to 900, but it is a lot of change, and if you use it and you try to get this kind of setup, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. Like I said, Predator's Mark is really, really good for assault rifles because you get that big assault rifle damage buff. Yes, it is competitive. Like, I guess high ends would be a really good way to run this too if you have the right Skull MC gloves. I don't have Skull MC gloves, so I can't use it, but this is pretty much a safe way because you're able to have the damage from Predator's Mark, the extra reload speed, the buffs you get from Barrett's, which is the skill power, the damage when you pop a skill, and then the armor buff. Of course, specialized for skill power, and of course, crit chance on an assault rifle with your Savage Glove. So it's a good mix-up, a good little change of the wave. So for those who are interested in this kind of build and you're a fan of Predator's Mark, this is how you should run it. In my opinion, if you're trying to mix it up, I don't see really other combinations other than like running a refresh mask or maybe even a nimble holster before it gets nerfed. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, man. I've been having a lot of fun with this build. It is a very, very effective build. It does compete with some of the best builds regardless. It has solid toughness, solid damage output, and solid skill power. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's been real. You guys please enjoy the gameplay and enjoy this sad little scene. But anyways, have a good day.